Admiral Zephyra stood on the bridge of her flagship, watching the blue marble of Earth burn through the view screen. The orbital bombardment had been systematic, methodical. Every major population center reduced to glowing craters within the span of 6 hours. The Catherian Dominion's plasma cannons had carved continents like a surgeon's scalpel, and now the homeworld of humanity smoldered in the void. "Confirmation from all sectors," reported Commander Voss, his forearms working efficiently across multiple control panels. "Human military installations eliminated. Population centers destroyed. Resistance capacity negligible." Zephyra's chitinous features remained impassive. The extermination of humanity had been deemed necessary by the Galactic Council after their latest transgression. The humans had dared to refuse subjugation to the Dominion's mining operations. Such defiance could not be tolerated, lest other species follow their example. "Begin Phase 2, she commanded. "Sweep the outer colonies. Leave no human settlement intact." What Admiral Zephyra didn't know was that humanity had learned from the Dominion's previous conquests. They had studied the patterns, analyzed the tactics, and prepared for the inevitable day when the galaxy's most powerful empire would come for them. Deep beneath the Antarctic ice, in a facility that didn't appear on any human records, Captain Sarah Chen watched Earth die through quantum-encrypted feeds. Her hands clenched into fists as she witnessed the deaths of 8 billion souls, but her voice remained steady. "Prometheus Protocol is now active," she announced to the war room filled with Earth's greatest military minds, those who had been selected to survive this day. "Begin Phase Alpha." Across the galaxy, hidden among asteroid fields and rogue planets, humanity's true fleet awakened. Not the obvious military vessels the Dominion had destroyed in the opening hours of their assault, but something far more dangerous, ships built in secret over the past decade, incorporating technology reverse-engineered from every alien artifact humanity had ever encountered. The first sign that something was wrong came when the Dominion's forward scout reported an impossible reading. "Admiral, we're detecting massive energy signatures emerging from the Sol system's outer reaches," the communications officer reported, his voice trembling. "Hundreds of them, no, thousands." Zephyra's eyes widened as her screens filled with contacts. Where moments before there had been empty space, now swarmed a fleet larger than anything in recorded galactic history. Ships of unusual design, angular, aggressive, bristling with weapons that didn't match any known technology. "Impossible," she breathed. "We destroyed their shipyards. We monitored their capabilities for years. The human fleet didn't announce itself with threats or demands for surrender. They simply opened fire. The first salvo came from weapons the Dominion had never seen. Kinetic projectiles accelerated to significant fractions of light speed, each one carrying the destructive power of a small star. They punched through Catherian shields as if they were made of tissue paper, reducing mighty dreadnoughts to expanding clouds of plasma and debris. "Return fire," Zephyra screamed, but her weapons found only empty space. The human ships moved unlike anything the Dominion had encountered, not merely fast but unpredictable, as if they existed slightly outside normal spacetime. Captain Chen watched from her command ship, the Retribution, as humanity's rage found expression in fire and steel. Each human vessel was crewed by volunteers, colonists who had watched their homeworlds burn, soldiers who had lost everything, scientists who had devoted their lives to this moment of reckoning. "Target their command ship," Chen ordered, her voice carrying across the quantum communication network linking every human vessel. "Let them understand what they've awakened." The Retribution and her sister ships focused their fire on Zephyra's flagship. But these weren't merely weapons of destruction, they were tools of poetic justice. Humanity had taken the Dominion's own plasma technology and improved it beyond recognition, creating beams that didn't just destroy matter but unraveled it at the quantum level. Admiral Zephyra felt her ship dying around her as impossible energies tore through its hull. In her final moments, she understood the magnitude of the Dominion's error. They had believed humanity's visible fleet was all they possessed. They had been wrong. The humans hadn't just hidden ships, they had hidden their true nature. Beneath the veneer of civilization, humanity carried something the galaxy had forgotten: the capacity for absolute, terrifying vengeance when pushed too far. As the Dominion fleet disintegrated around her, Zephyra managed to send one last transmission to the Galactic Council. "We have Miscalculated. Humanity is not what we believed. They are. The transmission cut off as the flagship exploded. The battle lasted 18 minutes. When it ended, not a single Catherian vessel remained intact. The humans had answered genocide with something far more terrible. Total annihilation delivered with cold mechanical precision. Captain Chen stood among the wreckage of her enemies and spoke into the galaxy-wide communication array they had captured intact. Her words reached every inhabited system, every species that had ever bowed to Dominion rule. This is Captain Sarah Chen of the Human Defense Force. Today, the Catherian Dominion learned that humanity does not forgive genocide. We do not forget the murder of our homeworld, and we do not show mercy to those who would exterminate us. She paused, allowing the weight of her words to settle across the galaxy. To any species considering humanity's extinction, remember this day. Remember that we answered your storm of plasma with a hurricane of kinetic fury. Remember that we built a fleet in secret while you watched us openly. Remember that when you killed our world, you didn't end our story. You began our legend. The human fleet dispersed, vanishing back into the dark between stars. But the galaxy would never forget the day humanity revealed its true face. Not the peaceful explorers they had pretended to be, but apex predators who had been merely sleeping. Earth was gone, but humanity's answer to genocide would echo through the cosmos for millennia to come, a storm of fire and steel that no empire could weather.